Hi everyone, this is Kirei with another layout for Bramble Fox, and I'm again using the lovely March Fox box with all the spring vibes. For this layout, I have pulled out the photo and today perspectives in the they're a lovely sort of deep grey, but almost bluey as well. And I'm using the Fox Cut stencil number 52. So what have I pulled out? I have the Pinkfresh Studio Simply the Best collection. Now I've only got the pattern papers in the 6x6 paper pad, and I've pulled out all the sort of bluey grey plainer designs. And my idea is to sort of layer them across the layout and then build my photo on top of that along with some embellishment clusters. So I'm sort of just cutting up different size strips that I want to sort of build across. The idea I'm almost going to go sort of darker to light was my feeling. I do keep moving them around, as you can see, a lot until I'm sort of happy with where they're going to go. And I'm just making some adjustments to the papers now. So I take a little while, so we're going to move it on in just a moment. Here we go. At the moment, I'm happy with these 5 pattern papers. I've distressed all the edges, of course. And then I'm just going to mark lightly around the edges about where I'm going to add some stenciling. And I've got that done. So I'm going to use this sort of dashes stencil on the top just so it peeps out from the top underneath the pattern papers to add a little bit of interest. And I've pulled out a Distress Oxide in Chipped Sapphire, and I'm sort of just working out how it's going to go, because I'm sort of going to, rather than just being completely straight, I'm going to follow the line of the pattern papers. I think I was looking there to see if I was going to do it underneath, but I actually don't do it underneath in the end. I just keep it on that top, along the top edge there. And I love using a little bit of stencil. I don't do it all the time. And when I do it, I realise that I should definitely do it much more, because sometimes it just adds a little bit of extra detailing to a white background versus just leaving it white. And I just like the little pop of sort of colour that it provides as well, particularly just popping out from behind these papers. So I think I'm going to get them stuck down in just a moment. Oh, just rubbing off the pencil lines, and I think I just marked on the right side there, rubbed it over, but hey ho, those things happen. Okay, so I'm going to get these pattern papers stuck down. So I'm getting some of them flat, and then I'm going to raise some of them using some foam pads. So I'm just getting the second one raised, and then I can get them all stuck down. So these are the perspectives you can see in the top there. The today and the photo are from the fabulous March Fox box, and it really is a super pretty subscription box this month with all the spring vibes, particularly as we're still sort of feeling quite cold and everything. It's lovely to sort of start to think ahead to spring and what's coming. All the details for subscribing, if you don't already subscribe to the Fox box, are over on the website bramblefox.co.uk, and it tells you everything you need to know about how to subscribe. You've got the regular Fox box, and you have also got the Fox box Plus that gives you the additional Fox cut stencil and the sheet of paper snips along with the DIY epoxy flares. So a few little extras there. So do pop on over and you'll see all the details along with all the other fabulous products that are released throughout the month. Okay, so I think I've finally got those stuck down. Now I moved it on and I did switch out that first pattern paper. I decided it was really quite a heavy colour, so I thought I'd go with the ombre piece to start with, which I think worked better. It just felt like it really stuck out the very dark sort of inky blue. I've mounted my photo on a piece of pattern paper in that sort of mustardy colour. Just decided I wanted to add in an additional colour along with sort of the blues and the greys. Now I'm just adding some foam tape around 3 sides because I've got those tags I'm going to pop behind it, and I've just popped the foam tape at the bottom slightly higher up so that the tags don't drop down too much. I can get that stuck down, and then I can start to work on the embellishment clusters. So there we go, and then I can pop those tags in. Now I pulled out some of the matching ephemera from the collection, and I've sort of worked with the blues, the greys, and that mustardy colour as well. And I'm just sort of layering that up around the photo, around the left side, and then I will continue with the embellishment cluster over to the right. I'm not going to show you me doing all of it because I do actually move things around quite a lot in my normal way until I'm quite happy with it. So I will sort of jump on in just a moment, but you've certainly seen sort of where I'm going with that. Okay, I think it is gonna move on in just a moment. There we go. Okay, so I've got them down, and then I decided that I felt the bottom needed something, so I'm going to replicate the pattern paper pieces that I've got behind my photo at the bottom, and I'm just adding a little bit more of the stencil detail as well. So, and I'm just sort of doing that again. I'm following the line of where the papers are going to go. Again, just adds that sort of a little bit of extra interest there. And then I can build up the paper layers that I've pre-cut these, and then I can just get those stuck down. And I'm just going to follow them so that, as you can see, I mark it with the ruler just to make sure that they line up below the ones at the top of the layout. I've got the embellishment clusters down at the top. I did stick the Today perspective down already with my glossy accents. And then now I'm going to add my photo perspective as well with the glossy accents. And that's going to be my title. It's going to be Photo Time. And I'm going to bring in the matching alphas to the collection and get in the photo time. Oh, I've jumped on a little bit. I've added the embellishment cluster down the bottom, and you'll notice my picture looks slightly different because I did finish this at home. I was away, and the rest of the layout I was filming while I was away. So this is being filmed at home. So just finishing off the 2 tags, I'm adding a little bit of embroidery thread through the top. So just coordinating the mustard tag with some mustard thread, and then the sort of the grey tag with some bluey grey thread as well, and just wrapping that round a few times and then just tying it in a knot at the back. And I will add some journaling actually on that tag. I couldn't decide. I wasn't sure if I was going to journal underneath the photo, but I decided to leave the white space and add the journaling on the tag. So I do that afterwards. I'm just bringing in some of my enamel dots from my stash and just trying to match them up with the pattern papers. So just popping a few around, and as per usual, I do sort of move these around quite a lot. Well, certainly the next one anyway. There we go. I think they're all on. And now I'm adding the title piece. So I'm adding time below photo in the puffy alpha here. And I just like how the different fonts worked nicely together for the title. And then I just decided I was going to add some white splatters to my clusters. So I've just got, it's a white acrylic paint there that I'm just mixing up with watering down with a bit of obviously water, and then I'm just going to add splatters to my clusters. One of the things I noticed, that bottom cluster there, and I have gone back and I've changed it. But I didn't realise until after. Even looking at it now, it's funny what you see. But I realised I should have added a little bit of that mustard just into that bottom cluster, and I didn't. So I have done that, but it's not on the photos either. But it was only, once I videoed that I realised that I feel like I should have added a little bit of the mustard down there. So I'll do that. Okay. So I think we're almost done. Yes, here we go to the final close-up pictures of the fabulous perspectives from the March Fox box, and also the stencil detail from Fox Cut number 52. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed my layout, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye for now.